Hi everyone, I'm Dan Appenfeller. I'm the managing editor here at the Diamondback, and I'm here today with Terps football beat reporter Daniel Gallen and Terps football columnist Aaron Kazanitz. The Terps are playing in Blacksburg this weekend against Virginia Tech. Now, the Terps are on a 3-game losing skid, most recently losing a matchup with Syracuse last Saturday. Daniel, what do you think the Terps are going to have to do to get out of this downward spiral?
I think it's going to start with what happens before the game, what happens off the field. This week, Randy Edsall talked about the Leadership Council a lot. It was the most that he talked about it all year long. It's a council of 11 guys, one from each position, and they serve as kind of a liaison between the team and the coaches. Randy Edsall said that they met this week and really talked to the team about what they need to do. Running back Albert Reed said that he felt like they weren't having fun anymore. Inside linebacker Cole Ferrand said that he felt like they were letting a lot of people down. So I think that if they come in with an attitude change, something that the Leadership Council does, something different, some way to rally them, I think that could end up making a big difference this week.
Aaron, what do you think?
Yes, Daniel mentioned Albert Reed did talk a lot about having fun, and I think that's going to be the key. I think a team that's one win away from bowl eligibility that's really struggled, they could be pressing, they could be trying a little bit too hard. So I think they need to kind of loosen their grip a little bit and just have some fun. I think they should be smiling. Maybe quarterback C.J. Brown's got some jokes. Maybe outside linebacker Marcus Whitfield can tell some stories about his 3-year-old son. Something to get the Terps energized, get them smiling. Because if they play loose, they'll have a shot. But if they're playing too tight, it's really going to be tough. And as Reed said, what a great opportunity going to Lane Stadium, a great place to play, and maybe pulling off the upset. What could be more fun than that?
Yeah, well, the Terps are certainly going to be all smiles if they win down in Blacksburg this weekend, if they pull off that upset. Daniel, what do you think of the keys to get to that point?
I think the biggest key to this weekend is the turnovers. The Terps turned the ball over 4 times against Syracuse. And even though Syracuse scored only 6 points off of that, 2 of those turnovers came deep in orange territory. C.J. Brown threw an interception in the end zone. I think that really killed a lot of momentum. It made the offensive performance seem a lot more sluggish than it actually might have been. And I think that it just kept the defense on the field too long. So that Syracuse eventually drove down and got that touchdown at the end to make it 20-3. So I think if they can limit turnovers against the very stingy, very good Virginia Tech defense, along with forcing Virginia Tech quarterback Logan Thomas into some errant throws, some bad decisions, to give themselves a short field, I think that the Terps will have a chance. But they can't force any turnovers, and they need to force some turnovers themselves.
Yeah, Daniel mentioned maybe forcing Logan Thomas into some bad throws. And I think that's going to be key, and the way they're going to do that is by getting after the quarterback. I think the Terps' pass rush is going to be key because Thomas, he can really beat you with his arm and with his legs. He can really run. And I think if they give him too much time or if they maybe rush him a little bit too hard, he can really make some plays downfield. And, Marcus Whitfield has done a really good job this year rushing the passer. And they've got some other guys coming off the edge that I think could be key. And that pass rush would be really big. But if they don't stop Logan Thomas, if they don't get after him, it's going to be really tough to get a win.
Daniel, you think they're going to get that win? What's your prediction?
We're going to have to wait another week to celebrate some bowl eligibility in College Park. I think that Virginia Tech, coming off of a blowout of Miami, is just hitting their stride right now. On the road, the Terps haven't played well on the road under Randy Edsall in his time here. So I think they'll make it tough for the Hokies, but I feel like final score, Virginia Tech 20, Maryland 10.
Yeah, I think the Hokies are kind of known for a really good defense and making plays on special teams. I think that'll be big, but I think Maryland's going to find a way to stay in the game, maybe force some turnovers, maybe give Logan Thomas some trouble, be kind of a wacky game. But I just think and Logan Thomas and the Hokies' experience under Frank Beamer will be the difference. And I think Maryland might have some fun, but I don't think they'll be smiling after the game. 24-18. It'll be a close one, but I think the Hokies pull it out.
Well, regardless of the result, Daniel and Aaron will both be in Blacksburg this weekend to cover it. You can follow Daniel on Twitter at DanielJTGallon, and you can follow Aaron at AaronCazReports. And until then, thanks for watching.